let's move into your public life, particularly as it relates to Berkeley Heights. I'm sure the voters would be interested, as I am, in what drew you into politics and public life in Berkeley Heights in the first place, when that happened, and what brought you in.
Yeah, there could be some fun aspects to that. Well, the past 4 years, of course, I've been a councilman, and I was elected twice, 4 years ago for a 1-year term, and 3 years ago as an independent candidate for a 3-year term. So that's preoccupied the 4 years. But like everybody else, 7 years ago, I was busy working, raising my family, worrying about money and stuff. And, well, the only thing I did prior to that was I was a board worker at the polls. And I think I did a great job of it, helped people from both parties, and they always were pleased with the confusion of voting. And then something happened where, you know, when you write in names, you don't like somebody or they write in names. Well, occasionally I didn't want to vote for either of the candidates, and so instead of writing in Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, I would write in John Bonacci. At least I spelled it right. Well, you know, these real politicians, of which I wasn't one, they see that stuff. And one day, 7 years ago, somebody got sick, and the local chair called me, at that time it was a party, and asked me to run. And I ran, take the place of a sick person to help. And I lost, and then somebody heard about my education, and they asked me to run for the school board, and I tried that and lost. And I took some time off and didn't do anything. And a few people remembered me, and believe it or not, they wrote in my name 4 years ago in the nominating process. So they wrote it in, and I made it on the ballot right when the new government was changing in Berkeley Heights to a new form of government.
Now, were you on a party line or an independent line?
That first time I was on a party line as a Democrat, so it didn't take, not many Democrats in Berkeley Heights.
Mm-hmm.
However, I won. I was the first one in about 12 years to win. But I had problems with the parties and all, and when my year was about to be up, I ended up running, decided to run as an independent. I found my partner, or somebody found him for me, Jerry Nelson, who I'd only known briefly, and we took on both parties, and we won. So I kind of had my feet wet for a year, was a little irritated with what I saw going on, and decided to go for a full term, 3 years, and that's how I did it. And that's how my political career started. And the other amusing thing is, the time I ran for the school board, I'd already lost once, and as the town council. And a woman met me at the post office where we normally hang out in Berkeley Heights on Saturday mornings, say hello to people. And she said, you know, you're doing this wrong, John. Dr. Bonacci, she said, you're doing this wrong. You're supposed to first do some civic work, which I did do. And you're then supposed to go for the school board, and then you go for the town and whatever. I said, you know, ma'am, I don't want to say my age then, but I was retired. And I said, I have no goals to go a lot higher, so I don't have to do it in that order. It was kind of comical the way it happened. But anyway, that's how I was involved, and I'm in it hook, line, and sinker as a scientist and engineer, and I don't like the word politics or politician. I think of myself as a public servant and providing public service.